Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah DeFrancesco, and I wanted to share with you a couple of quick tips for something that I get asked about a lot, and that's stress and autoimmunity. So when you're dealing with an autoimmune or chronic inflammatory condition, you might notice that your symptoms tend to wax and wane, and sometimes it's difficult to figure out what's causing things to get worse and what's allowing things to get better. One of the things to really pay attention to is stress levels. So when we feel stress, that causes problems with our hormones, it causes problems with our immunity, and it can increase these autoimmune flares. So here are my top 3 tips to decrease stress, and these are all things that you can do right away today. So number 1 is getting enough sleep. So many people that I talk to are not getting enough sleep. They're getting by with about 6 to 7 hours, but they're not waking feeling rested, and often they're either experiencing having difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep throughout the night. Now, for most people who are on a healing journey, especially at the beginning, you probably need 8 to 9 hours of sleep. And the perfect way to figure out how much sleep you need, because everyone's an individual, is to set a timer, decide what time you're going to wake up in the morning, and then try going to sleep 8 hours before that. See how you feel. I recommend keeping a journal so that you can take notes and look back upon this. And then the next night, try 8.5 hours. The night after that, try 9 hours. So that's a good way that you can objectively figure out how much sleep makes you perform at your best. So that's number 1. Number 2 is meditation and mindfulness. Now, sitting down and meditating for just 2 to 5 minutes each day can have a dramatic effect on your health. So I highly recommend that. Now, if you get intimidated by the idea of meditation, if you feel you don't understand that, or it seems like a complicated process, it's not. Just set a timer for 2 minutes and let your family know that you're just going to need 2 minutes on your own to just sit and relax. Just focus on your breath. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be an accomplished Buddhist or yogi to get these benefits. So meditation is number 1. And then another thing is, if you just can't sit down, if you're not ready to do that yet, walking in nature has a dramatic effect on our health. So when we spend time in nature, the trees and the plants that we are hanging out around, you don't even have to, be out doing a big hike. Just being in nature actually affects our cytokines and lowers inflammation and lowers stress. So get out to a park near you or spend a weekend camping. I highly recommend that. So the third tip I have for you is play. This one is highly overlooked. Often people are so stressed out and they're just focusing on what they need to do day to day to get by that you might be forgetting the healthy hobbies and things that you really enjoy. So I highly recommend prescribing yourself play. And you should make this a priority that's so important. Block out the time to do it. So I'll give you an example. For me, I live in the city, and it's absolutely necessary for me to at least once a week get out into nature and go horseback riding. So I have that blocked out in my calendar. I keep that appointment with myself because I know I'm a better partner, a better person, and a better doctor when I put on my own oxygen mask first. So I want you to think about what that might be for you. Maybe it's going to your favorite yoga class. Maybe it's going for a walk in the woods. Maybe it's art or something that you can do at home. So those are my top 3 tips for you. So sleep 8 to 9 hours per day. Do an experiment with that and see exactly what you need. Do meditation and mindfulness. You can play with that. It can be sitting down and relaxing. It could be a walk in the woods. And then play. So at least 1 hour a week, block out that time, put your own oxygen mask on first, and you will see an incredible effect on lowering your stress, which will allow you to accelerate your healing journey. So I hope that's helpful, and until next time, to Health with Heart.